your efforts to keep the actual human party small, and then we just keep collecting NPCs and making it large again.
I don't have to act them all out.
We love making you have conversations with yourself.
Help. Alright. So, let's bring you back to the morning of probably your 11th or 12th day now. After arriving in Phandalin, although it feels much longer because we're now on session 20! Woo! 20th anniversary!
Aww.
So, on the morning of your 12th day, you have just stepped out of the tunnels of Nomengard, kind of bypassing the hideous, awful scene and smell of the carnage that you caused the day prior in this poor waterfall area. And moving down into the trees and down into the valley once again to head back towards Phandalin. The clouds of the overcast sky from the night before that Osha and Ilaria would remember traveling through on their way to Nomengard is nice and clear. Or at least patchy. It's not completely overcast now. Sun's shining down between the movement of the clouds, and you guys are heading back down the general area that you remember, although probably less than a mile into your tromping through the ridgy valley here. Bean pipes up to the rest of the 10 of you now that are all gathered, including Redoth and Mirida, the two druids, older druid couple that have accompanied you there. Pip is with you still. And then the rest of you, Siggy is there, Howdor is there, Marcus is now accompanying you as well. So you guys are all together, making your way down through the valley, and Bean will pipe up about a mile in and just say, so, any one of us remember how to, get back to town?
We followed the druid here.
Where's
Mirda?
Oh, I'm here, just the voice in your mind all of a sudden. You don't even know where she is. You turn around and she's actually curled up on Redoth's shoulders, a little weasel curled around his neck, getting a free ride.
Mirda, do you think you and Redoth could please lead us back to Phandalin?
The little weasel nose kind of pokes up and sniffs around. I should probably change the music.
Yeah.
Sniffs around for a bit and just goes, I'm sorry, dear, but I have not a clue. I suppose we just follow the stream and maybe we make our way back to the path, but...
I'm pretty sure I can get us back.
Oh, good.
Alright, we'll follow Calde.
Alright. I'm gonna have Calde do a series of survival checks to see if she can navigate everybody back. But you'll get advantage since you've been around this area a bit now. Went to Axholm, went to Nomengard. A bit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you don't even need to. I was waiting for the advantage and I was like, oh, you don't even need it.
I tried to do it, it didn't do it.
Alright. Easily enough. I'm also gonna have marching order. Can I have who's going in the front and who's going in the back? Who's keeping watch?
I'm in the front.
Me
I'm in the middle.
I'll be in the middle.
Alright, if Seagrain and Kalda are in the front, I'll have you do perception checks.
With you.
I'll have Pip be up there too.
What's up?
Wow.
Hey, good job.
What is this new thing?
What new thing?
When I click it, something pops up now.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What do you mean?
Like, if I click perception, it comes up with formula, situational bonus, roll mod, advantage, normal, or disadvantage. You have to click which one you're doing, which is like...
So confusing.
Fine, but I'm just like, this is different. I don't just
Oh,
click
that's weird. Why is it
Yeah.
doing that now? I have that turned off.
Yeah, it says something about an update. Yeah. That must be it.
You can't click shift and do it anymore, because when I clicked my, when I did my survival check, I held shift and nothing happened, and I was like, weird.
Huh.
That is weird.
Yeah, and it's doing that with the map and the changes now. Weird.
Oh, Better Rolls is just not working.
Get fucked.
Uh-oh. No, my favorite module.
I think they
Got
updated
removed
it.
because of the update.
Well, that's the nature of things.
It is.
It was working good this whole time.
I mean, it works. What is happening works. I mean, we're still getting
This
rolls.
is just the default Foundry setup,
Yeah.
which is poopy.
It's not as pretty. Nice George's jungle impression.
Thank you.
Which, I mean, we'll function with it. It just was surprising.
I know. I want to fix it, but I don't think I can. Well, rip. I guess they'll have to fix the thing. All right. So, back to the game. Easily enough, you with Kelda in the lead, following along the stream, and remembering quickly enough where you traveled on your way here. You managed to make your way back to the very narrow, just simple footpath that you had traveled, what you know vaguely as the Miner's Trail that kind of heads south out of Phandalin, and what you traveled to get to the to Axholm Fortress. You make your way back there and manage to you don't manage to do anything. You just travel back. And what's your perception checks? Look at you. Let's say it's about a 6-hour trip from Novengard to Phandalin. If you're making it as a walk and not going too fast, kind of taking your time, not going at normal pace. You've got some old people with you, so
True.
you just go sprint the whole way. Well, I'd say about halfway through, it's 3.5 hours in. After you've made it back to the Miner's Trail and kind of traveled about 2-3 miles into that, you, Kelda, is that dessert coffee? Oh my god.
We see dessert coffee. That's
might-
what we're seeing right
I
now.
might go call
Wild.
Kelda, in your mind, you think, is that dessert coffee? Sorry,
Delicious.
I was very distracted.
Beautiful.
You hear something that you didn't quite expect, and it would be very easily overlooked by most people, if not somebody who is quite familiar with the woods. In fact, Seagrain, you don't know. You hear it, but you don't think anything of it at first because it just sounds like another forest sound. But to Kelda, the slight, almost hollow rattling sound that you hear kind of throws you off for a second. It could be dried branches, kind of smacking into each other in the wind, but when you listen closer, it doesn't quite sound right in that regard, and you feel as though there's something going on in the nearby forest.
Does it does not sound like wood?
Ryan, can you not sing over people?
He's sleeping.
He's sleepwalking all the way back to
Sleep
Phandalin.
singing.
Yes.
I was gonna say. So it for sure does not sound like wood.
Like wood?
Wood, yeah, like
to you,
It does not,
no,
right?
it does not. Yeah.
does it sound like bone?
When you kind of race through the other options that you might have, that is definitely one of the first things that come to mind.
Okay. I'm just gonna look over my shoulder at the party and go, nobody just happens to be, like, shaking a bone rattle or something, right?
No, what's going on?
Doing a Macarena back there? Nobody?
No.
You hear Rudolph just kind of, and Mirador, wrapped around his shoulders, just pipes up and says, I hear it too, dearie. I hear it too.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. We all hear the shaking bones. Then.
I'm a bit, well, I don't know about the others, but I'm a bit concerned about the sound. It seems to definitely be coming from the west. Would you agree?
Uh-huh. Do we investigate it or do we avoid
Ah,
it?
it is the bright.
Maybe we should just get back to town as soon as possible.
Hey, I've got armor to fix.
I would personally like to investigate, but
I
don't have any
I
backup.
like mine. The rest of you keep walking. We might just go take a look real quick.
What if you get
Sorry.
into trouble?
I'm sure you'll hear it.
Ah,
I don't like the sound of that. I'll come with. Pip says.
Well, we should probably all go then.
I mean, safety in numbers.
Okay.
Does it really sound that strange? It sounds like bones? What?
It sounds like bones.
Okay.
Bones hitting each other. Which is not what bones should do in a normal circumstance, considering they're encased in flesh. Usually, these are not fleshy bones.
Yes, Caldo, we know how bones work.
She just doesn't find out.
Rude.
wow.
He says sarcastically. God. Well, I don't know. I, for one, feel like we've had our fair share of confrontation in the past few days. Do we really want to risk something more?
Don't come over here then. We're just gonna take a peek.
We need to get
You
to
know we can't leave you and an old weasel lady to do this by yourselves. And she's
Yeah,
just
you
in the
just
back.
let her call you
I'm
old
really
weasel
certain
lady.
this old weasel lady is
see.
probably an archdruid.
Oh, youngins.
Our
She's
manners.
gonna turn you into a frog.
Exactly.
You just, with all these comments, you just hear a little old lady cackle in your head. Or giggle,
What is-
not a cackle.
What is it that you think this bone noise is that we have to go look at it?
Well, it's certainly not right.
Correct.
I'm concerned for the surrounding area. Not only have we seen critters that are clearly out of their sorts, but now we hear strange sounds. Could be the cause of it. Who knows?
How about this? How about this?
Uh-oh.
Not all of us need to go, and we don't necessarily have to fight with it. What if just like 3 of us go and do a super stealth mission, and we just go look, and then come back?
Well, who's healthy?
Did we
Not I.
didn't we decide splitting the party pretty much pissed off the
Yeah.
DM last time?
I mean, as,
I
as,
mean,
it's-
I'm
As
just
lo-
saying.
as long as
Clean
it's
up the
temporary.
mess.
Not splitting the party. Just the rest of you wait here, and 3 of us go look at the sound, and then come back.
That's splitting the party. But, okay. We should just all go together.
Mhm.
Yeah, as a group, but like let 3 of us go farther ahead so that we don't, have to do a giant group stealth roll and fail.
What was your opinion, Marcus? Marcus?
He's having mic troubles, one sec.
Marcus?
Oh.
Marcus?
Bueller?
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 Bowler.
Did he drop the stuff on the floor again?
No.
I'm hearing bings and bangs and bongs.
Bang, bang, bang.
Alright. So, the full group of you. I'm gonna have Calda and also have Mirada do a survival check to see if you can pinpoint the source. And the rest of you all roll stealth. I'm assuming you're all going at this point.
Hello.
I mean, Pip is going, Marcus is going. Hi, Calda. Jesus.
Me and Seagrain thought we were stealthy enough to go.
Okay, so Laria and Seagrain are staying behind. Osha, what would you like to do?
I'll stay behind.
Okay, so you three are gonna stay behind.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot, Bang.
You actually, Rudolph and Bean. Bean has decided to stay behind as well. I'm not the stealthiest type, despite my, my skill set. He seems a little bit nervous about it, actually. It's kind of funny. But, nice stealth check, Marcus.
Go, Marcus.
Pip
It's your
and
birthday.
Mirda. I don't know what Siggy's doing. Siggy's in shock.
He's just floating there.
She's just floating. She's not floating.
She's like frozen in the position and sliding along the ground.
She's in the T pose.
Yeah.
She's clipped.
Halfway clipped through someone.
We're in a bet-sit game now, guys.
Aww,
I know.
There's a cat in the distance.
poor kitty.
Kitty.
I hope it's not an attack cat.
No, he's a lover, not a fighter.
All right. So, Calda, can you also do a stealth check as well?
Throw me a spell check. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice survival check, jeez. Oh. Good dice for you tonight.
All right. So the four of you, with Kelda and Mirada in the lead, kind of Mirada close to your side, Kelda kind of scuttling over the fallen branches, trees, the underbrush right next to you. You creep forward into the surrounding area, surrounding woods, and after a couple hundred feet, maybe, you kind of keep following the sound of this light rattling, and it grows louder and louder. And you walk out into an area that immediately gives, actually, all four of you a rush of just chill. It kind of runs through your whole body, goosebumps and everything. Hair standing up on the back of your neck, because what you stumble into is just a small, about 10 foot in diameter circle of dead, just dead plant life, as though nothing is growing in this circle. And at the center of it is, at the center of it is a small, what looks like some kind of thistle plant, a gnarled, twisted, viney plant that is wrapped in various, what looks like various sizes and types of bones. The cat is very upset about this too.
God damn, man.
He's really pissed off.
Yes, various sized bones, and it looks like from various creatures as well, just all tangled within this single thistle type plant. And some of them hanging kind of by tendrils and knocking into each other lightly in the wind, which is the sound that you heard. And it certainly does not seem like a happy or welcoming spot. Nope, it's just blowing. Some of the loose hanging bones that are tangled up are blowing in the wind, but aside from that, there's no movement.
Do I recognize this plant?
Roll a nature check.
Which is an intelligence, which is dumb.
We're all going to die right now.
Yeah,
we're dead.
Every time I roll a for check.
I know, that's so stupid that it's intelligence. You, unfortunately, no, you do not recognize, but just from a brief glance at it, you think it's some kind of briar, like bush type thing. but you don't know the exact species, and you don't know if it's native to this region or not. Nothing more than that, just that. And you certainly have the feeling of some kind of tainted aura coming off of this thing. Clearly.
Not me, Mirda.
Mirda is actually kind of inched away a little bit. I'm assuming none of you. Actually, I'm not assuming. I know I'm the fucking GM. None of you have walked into the circle or anything. You just come out into the space where it is. So you're kind of on the outer edge, and she's actually inched backwards away from it a little bit, and you can physically see the little white weasel hairs along her back, kind of standing up as she seems very on edge about this. She says, "Oh my, oh my. Oh, I believe that. Well, I'm not quite sure what this thing is, but it's giving off a similar aura to the Galthius tree."
What?
Yes! I have no idea how this could be possible.
Could it be like a root shoot?
Perhaps some kind of offshoot or even maybe a sapling, but
Yeah.
it's not the same. It's not the same. She seems completely befuddled, like the wheels are turning. She can't figure out what it is.
Not the same how?
Well, it's not the same species.
So,
And-
it's giving off the same vibe, but it's not the same plant remotely.
Yes. The little head nods. Oh, I would.
Like a disease?
Oh, that would be just beyond me at this point. But I mean, I certainly think that there's some tampering here. The bones.
That would explain the animals.
I believe you're onto something. You're not there. Shut up. She says to you from hundreds of yards away. I'm kidding.
Well, she does speak telepathically. Anyways,
She does, but not that far.
Calda's just gonna light up her left hand and go, "Do I burn it?"
Oh, she kind of like starts hopping back and forth on her little
From a
weasel feet.
distance.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Sometimes they have defensive measures that can certainly not go well.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna toss this.
What did you lift up?
A rock.
Just a rock.
Won't that trigger the same thing?
I feel as though that's the same problem.
I feel like we can't just leave this here, though.
No, certainly not. We have to do something about this. I need more information at the very least. Pip is kind of looking around as you guys are talking and points up at the, not necessarily up, but kind of a little forward and angled up to the other side of this clearing, where you can see what looks like a larger pine, a little bit larger than the other low, scraggly trees that grow in this valley. And he kind of points up to it and says, I'm assuming that's probably part of this too. And you guys, when you all look up to see what he's pointing at, you see up a decent ways up into this tree, probably 15 to 20 feet up. You see the branches have been stripped away from this one patch on the side of the tree, and in place of them is a symbol carved there.
What is the symbol? Do you recognize it?
Kelda, I'm gonna have you do just a straight intelligence check.
Straight
Oh, no.
intelligence check. Why?
It's all over now.
Why?
It's a druid symbol?
Rip.
Nope. Unfortunately, you do not know what this symbol is, but you do hear a little bit. You don't hear this in your minds, but you hear a little bit of like a weasel squeak as Mirda looks up and sees the symbol and just goes very quiet.
Mirda?
Young Mings, I believe we must get out of here.
What is it?
Let's talk back in town. Let's just shoo. And she just immediately turns around and ducks into the trees.
Please leave this
Shoo.
thing unchecked. Oh, she's gone.
Glances at probably. What's that gonna do?
Yeah, Pip has already turned to follow her. He's like, fuck this.
I guess I'll just remember where this is.
Yep. About 100 yards off the miner's trail. Halfway in.
I'm gonna use my ability to rat and druid and write on a nearby tree that says, "Do not enter."
Okay, alright. Noted. Really quick in the tree, and then you make your way out. Then you, Oshel and Alari and Seagrain, you just see them, little weasel come darting out of the trees, followed closely by Pip, and the last one, then Marcus, then about a minute after, Kalda.
What'd you guys find?
We should make our way back to town as quickly as we can, and we'll discuss more with the with Sildar.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a good omen.
Oh.
Alright, well, let's move
Some
on.
more really fucked up shit.
Yep, there was definitely bones involved, so
Yeah.
I guess I owe
Paper
Kalda.
bones.
Is there, does this have something to do with that visit?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. It looked magical in nature. But he kind of nods his head to the side. Druid lady here isn't willing to tell, so...
Patience.
Yes, patience. She kind of sounds a slight tinge of annoyance there.
Alright,
As-
let's keep going.
And yeah, you guys have kind of started...
Here we get answers.
You started walking as you're talking, and then you kind of just all focus on heading back as soon as you can, walking at the fastest pace possible. And within, I'd say, you cut it down about another half hour to an hour of travel time. So you get back at around 1 p.m. in the afternoon, or maybe getting a little bit late past noon, towards 1 a.m. Back to Phandalin. As you crest over a hill, coming up from the south towards Phandalin, you see the familiar sight of the just huts strewn about, lining these just simple two-street village, nothing fancy, and you kind of have that little warm feeling of familiarity as you walk up. You see the miners that have started to kind of filter in and out up this trail as you come closer to town, passing them by. Where would you guys like to go?
I want to go to the smithy and work on my armor.
Has Marcus ever been here before?
Yes, Marcus was here before he left for Nomengard.
Pip, do you want to come with me and we'll check on Droop and you can say hi to your girlfriend?
God, why do you go? All right, let's go.
Twist his arm.
He's gonna
Yep.
nudge Pip.
Kind of hovers around the lady. Waits to see where she goes.
All right. Bean pipes up then too. He seems a little bit concerned, a little bit more concerned than you've seen him up till now, and he says, "Right, Mirda, please lead the way. Let's go talk to Sildau."
Somebody should go with them to talk to Sildar.
That's where Marcus and I are going.
Okay.
I want to go see if Sister Cariel's home. I have that owl bear eye goo in my inventory, and I want to see if she knows anything about it.
Owl bear Aigu.
Bear,
I took a sample.
Do you know what this goo is?
I'm
I'm going to tell her about the corrupted animals that we've been running
Have
into.
you seen this
Oh.
group anywhere before?
Want to get a good whiff of this goop. All right, let's come up to Phandalin here. Dogfart can't puke. All right, so you guys head into town, kind of each heading your own separate ways, just for your initial errand running as you arrive back. Osha and Pip Seagrain, you were heading to the smithy.
Yeah.
Anybody else going to the smithy, or is it just Seagrain?
Also, he's
I
right
was
there.
gonna follow Secret.
Okay.
I was wondering where he was.
He's following like the pack animal he is.
Wow. Wow.
Hador's a good boy.
Oh. Alright, so Seagrain and Howdor are heading off to the... Jesus, music, relax!
Slow.
It's very dramatic.
Relax, you're supposed to be just quaint. Okay. To the northern side of town, right across from Barthen's Provisions, to the smithy. Osha and Pip are gonna head over to Adabra, to Kayleen Elderleaf's farm, where Adabra and her daughter are making residence. And the rest of you, the rest of the gaggle, Nirida, Kelda, Redoth, Marcus, and Bean are all going. And Siggy, fuck it, Siggy's there too.
Still in T-pose.
Still in T-pose, yes. Are gonna be heading to the town hall, actually. And as you, we'll start with the larger. Actually,
Before the group splits,
yes, go ahead.
I want to yell to Osha. Don't forget we have to get paid.
Don't forget what?
Get paid.
We have to get paid.
What do you mean we have to get paid? For what?
Axe home? Axe home.
Oh, axe home. Okay. No problem.
Use your intimidation.
All right.
Yeah, I will handle it.
We'll start with the smaller groups. Let's start with Osha and Pip. As you're making your way down the familiar short side branch of the path towards off towards Elderleaf Farm, you walk up to the barn that is currently wide open. You can see, or you don't actually see Carp outside right now. Like you usually do, he's usually out running around. He's nowhere to be found at this point. Although you do see Kayleen, the older halfling, or middle-aged halfling woman, actually outside right now. She seems to be tending to a few pots of what looks to be herby plants and a lovely little flower garden that she has in the front. She looks up as you guys are all walking up and says, "Oh, hello! So nice to see you back."
Hello. We didn't get very far, but we've been reunited with the rest of our party. And I just wanted to check on Droop. And just let him know.
Oh, yes, that one. Of course. She kind of looks a little iffy about it and just, well, I'm glad that you're all right. Let me know if you need anything. Goes
Will
back
do.
to her gardening. A little stiffly. And you guys turn and make your way into the barn where you see Adabra and Eliza are currently both... Eliza's actually sitting on a chair finishing what looks to be a very small beaver hat. She's just putting
Oh,
the finishing touches on it.
Let's go.
And Adabra is over Droop, or less fussing and more just keeping an eye on him, giving him a quick check over. And they both look up as you enter and say, "Oh, hello! I'm so glad you're back. That was quite a journey. You traveled out at night and came back the next morning. You must be exhausted."
yeah, we're pretty wiped out, but we caught up with the rest of our party, and we're getting ready to go in search of the cure for Droop. But just wanted to check on the little guy while we're back here in town, and just let him know that we haven't given up on him.
Of course. She kind of moves to the side so that you can see droop behind her, and you can see he certainly seems, even with his green complexion, he seems a lot paler than he did before.
Gotta hurry.
And you can see there's been a lot of, like, she's got that sweaty sheen on his brow that has been very clearly, dabbed away. And it does not seem, he's still muttering and tossing, but not as much as he was before. He seems as though he's kind of gone a bit more comatose than previously. She kind of gets a little quiet, lowers her voice a little bit, and says, "I'm afraid he's still stable, but he does seem to be waning a little bit. I've done all I can to make him comfortable, but and of course Gariel stopped in a few times, but there's only so much we can do. But he's all right still for now. A little weaker, but."
No, we appreciate it. All you've done to care for him, and oh gosh, we've got to hurry. I don't know that he's gonna last long.
And to the side, you can see Eliza has dropped her little beaver hat that she's working on, and is looking up in concern currently. Mostly eyes pinned to Pip, who's kind of standing there awkwardly, not knowing what to say, and she pipes up then and is like, and of course, in terms of time, Mother mentioned that you are all perhaps suffering from this ailment. Will you be all right?
I hope so. We have picked up some friends along the way that I hope will help us in case anything goes wrong on our journey to find this tree. So I feel good that we've found some really generous and kind folks that we can count on while we try to accomplish our mission.
Yes, Sildar and his company are just wonderful. They've been helping around town while you've been gone, and I believe that you will all be fine in their company, and certainly with all you've done so far. And Eliza Decide is going to pipe up once more and just say, "Yes, and of course, as I know it's no real gift, but I did finish the beaver hats. Maybe they'll bring you some comfort." And she kind of turns behind her and leans down behind her chair and just pulls out the pile of what looks like 7 or 8 beaver hats that she has finished in the last few days, and just kind of sets them out on the hay-covered floor in front of her, and then takes the last one that you saw her working on, holds it up, and you can see it seems to be, it's not quite a full beaver hat, it's kind of patchy as though it's been made up of pieces of pelt rather than a whole pelt, and she says, "And I did have enough for just, enough pieces for one more that I, of course, I thought maybe your friend here could use, so."
Oh, Eliza, they're beautiful. Thank you so much. It's so kind. And I take the beaver pelts, or the beaver hats, which are awesome, by the fucking way.
They are actually pretty nice quality, yes.
Yeah, I immediately put on the beaver hat because I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And then, adjust it, and then I wink at her.
As you're winking at her, you can definitely see that she is not looking at you at all, because Pip is putting on his beaver hat, and she's just smiling the biggest smile, and just looking at him wearing something she made.
Well,
he kind of nods and says, "Thanks, Eliza. We'll keep you posted on how things are going. Thanks for the concern."
Why are you so red, Pip?
Let's we have meetings to attend to. Let's go. And he just turns really
He just pushes me
and bolts out of the barn. You just hear the smallest motherly giggle in the background as Adabra is just laughing.
And I am laughing as well. I'm a little giggle. And then I go after him.
All right. You guys bolt out into the street and make your way back towards where do you want to head now? Are you going to just meet up with the rest of the group?
No, we'll head to see Pip's dad.
All right, you're gonna head back to Stonehill.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Let's go through Seagrain and Howdor. Seagrain, as you're walking up to the outside of the smithy, that usually you can hear the a banging of metal and some commotion inside of the smith at work. He seems to be the smithy. Sorry, seems to be quiet today. You don't see anybody currently manning the forge on the inside.
Can I like use the tools and fix it up myself, or?
Make yourself at home.
Wow.
You could.
At great risk of pissing off the blacksmith?
Is there anyone here?
From the outside, you can't see anybody right now, or you can't hear anything.
Is there a door I can knock on?
Yeah, well, it's more like an open air. There's like an outside workshop area, and then a building
I'm gonna
attached
knock on the
to it.
building.
All right, so you knock on the door of the building and wait for about 30 seconds, and the door does actually open, and the Wesley, the town smith, you see he looks a bit disheveled, like his hair a little bit unkempt, and he seems like maybe he was kind of relaxing or asleep, even though it's like midday, and you just see him go, hello, sir, Sir Knight. He's like blinking a few times. Sorry, can I help you?
Hi. First,
Hi.
I need to thank you for these silvered blades you gave us.
Oh, hi. Of course. Did they come in service?
Indeed, we cleared out Axholm.
Ah, wonderful news. He seems as though he's kind of gathered his composure a bit more, smoothed out a bit of his hair. Well, okay, what business do you bring to me today?
He's gonna take his chest piece off and hold it out to him.
This chest piece is a little out of sorts. I was wondering if you could polish it up.
Absolutely, yeah. He kind of looks it up, gives it a quick glance over. That doesn't seem to be... That's not too much work. Just pounding out a couple of the divots, maybe a little bit of polish. Certainly, I could do that for you. He's kind of leaned forward to look at the piece, at the chest piece you're holding up, and has let go of the door. You kind of watch it swing open a little bit, and in the back of what looks like a kind of like a workshop area, just haphazardly mixed with a living area, like he has no concept of separating his home life from his work life. Like there's weapons lying around, there's bits of metal, that you can see the bed in the corner has crap piled on it. Like he certainly is a bit of a mess. But in the very back, you get just a briefest glimpse of what looks like an actual like clean and well presented area. There are 6 weapons laid out on a very nice wooden rack that are all hanging there, and you can definitely tell just from your previous knowledge of just weaponry and things that you've come across in your lifetime of traveling, that they are pretty good, of pretty good quality, and perhaps even maybe rare. Some of them look to be of a rare make than what you have seen. Rarer make, sorry.
Oh.
Does he sell weapons?
You don't know?
He's gonna see those and say,
do you sell any weapons?
Of course, I am a smithy. I sell custom weapons of custom make, if that's what you're asking about.
he's gonna point at the really rare looking weapons and say,
What about those?
Oh, he kind of glances over his shoulder. My private collection, you spied. Oh, well. He seems kind of a little bit of interest has sparked in his expression. I'm a bit of a collector, you see. I have one piece of masterwork weaponry from of each style, elven make. I even have a fey weapon. But I'm still missing a few pieces. If you happen to, be the generous sort and find something maybe a relic or an antique of some kind that you can't use, I would be very interested in giving it a look.
I see.
did you, actually, he seems, even more, he's kind of a little bit of an idea sparking. When clearing out Axholm, you wouldn't have happened to come across any, fine dwarven weapons, would you?
Mhm.
We didn't find any weapons.
He takes off his helmet
Mhm.
and kind of hands it to him to have him look at it.
He picks it up, and immediately you could just see his expression kind of turns just to complete excitement. He's like, "Oh, incredible! I mean, this certainly doesn't seem. Oh, wow!" And he's just like speechless for a couple seconds as he's just lifting it up, turning it around, looking on the inside. Well, certainly, I don't have to be a mage to know that this is magical, and of the highest dwarven craftsman. What a magnificent piece!
Magic.
He's gonna hand him the gloves too. Do you think it wasn't like super special though?
Oh.
Do you think you could tell me anything about these?
Well, I have to give it a bit more of a closer inspection, but I believe. Well, let me think. I've got a document around here somewhere outlining the different clan styles. I don't know if I could tell you what clan this craftsmanship is from, but certainly masterwork and definitely quite old. Of course, they're both magical. I can tell that without needing to inspect them, but as if you're asking about rarity, I mean, I would say these are quite rare. They would fetch a good price in any magic shop.
Do you think you could determine what kind of properties they may hold?
Of course. I can give it a once-over. I'm not too familiar with all of the different enchantments, but I know a few that I've come across in my days.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, what would you like for fixing up the armor and taking a look at these?
Don't worry about it. The opportunity to see these fine pieces is enough for me. It won't take too much work to fix this piece up.
Nice.
Well, I appreciate that, good sir.
Of course. Give me a few hours. He kind of starts getting his, reaching behind him. He picks up an apron off a hook on the wall and I'll have this done in just a bit.
I'll stop by later.
Excellent. See you later, Sir Knight.
Have fun, my friend.
You as well.
He's gonna head out.
Alright.
And go over to the town hall.
Alright, back to the town hall. So, we'll come back to our main gaggle of 5 people that are all walking up to the large town hall, central town building. The doors are currently wide open, and on the inside, as you're walking up, all of you can very clearly see that there seem to be several people on the inside, where there's usually just Harbin.
What's going on?
Hello?
Hello?
Marcus? Calda?
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. As you're walking up, Bean and Mirda and Redoth simply just waltz on in without any announcements or presentations, and walk over to the far side of the room where the townmaster's desk and area is set up there. And you can see as you walk in, step up the stairs and walk in behind them. It seems as though Harbin has a few guests, not just the who you assume to be Sildar Hallwinter based on the very fine set of armor and kind of the regal look to him, to the way he's holding himself. An older man, a nice head of kind of, salt and pepper going on. Nice trim. And to his side are 2 very, almost half a foot taller than him, actually. Large men, pretty bulky, like very muscular looking. And they're just dressed in simple leathers, but they each have 2 short swords sheathed at their sides. And you can tell immediately upon looking at them that they are actually twins.
Alright.
And they seem to kind of be flanking him, almost like a bodyguard fashion. And then at the head of the room is a couple other what seem to be townsfolk that you don't recognize, and Harbin, in his usual stuffy fashion, sitting at his desk, kind of squinting down his nose at people. And to his side, standing nearby, is another similar-looking fellow, a little bit older actually than Harbin, but kind of the same squat, plump stature. He's got his hair. He does not have like a little monocle on, but he does have kind of the same frizzy, slicked back head of hair, and the same squinting down his nose expression at everybody in the room. And you kind of immediately get the sense that they might be related or somehow know each other very well. And you walk in just to hear. It seems to be Sildar and Harbin are in the middle of kind of not an argument, but maybe a heated debate. And Harbin is in the middle of going, I don't care. I don't care at all. I just want to get this dragon business out of the way, and if Axholm is a safe place for us until then, that's where we're headed. And they'll kind of turn and look at you as you enter, and Sildar will be the first one to pipe up, and I step forward and say, "Oh, hello, Bean. Nice to see you back. And I assume the rest of you are the party he mentioned briefly the night prior."
Yeah, hi.
Good to see you back as well, Marcus. So where are your companions?
He just hangs his head a little bit. And to see. Well, I'm afraid our little mission has ended. A bit of a tragedy.
Oh, don't tell me they fell.
Unfortunately, I was not able to.
Well, you'll have to give me the details later, but I would like to hear what you and your party have discovered, both from Axholm and, of course, I know of the happenings at Nomengard, but we need to discuss this dragon business and the other happenings that have been going on around town since you've been gone. And Bean, I hope you have something to report as well. Bean kind of looks a little sheepish and a little bit less big or less puffed up than he usually does in the presence of Sildar, and kind of just, yeah, I got something. Mumbling. Uh-oh, did my mic die?
No?
No, you're good.
Fucking, what is wrong with our mics? They're dying. Okay. And just kind of walks off to the side and leads up against a wall. And the rest of you have a choice? What? A chance to speak.
A choice?
A choice to speak.
A choice. We can't choose.
I mean, technically you do. You could just sit there looking awkward, but...
Just looks at Hogwarts to see what happened after.
We killed a banshee. It's dead.
Ah, I did hear that from Toblin, but it's good to have that confirmed. What of the state of the fortress?
Good state. We completely wiped it out. So Phandalin is safe and steady to move there. But you might want to talk to... This is directed to Harbin. You might want to talk to the gnomes of Nomengard. They kind of also need a home.
That's right. The gnomes actually had no place to go. I offered them a place at Waterdeep, but they prefer their isolation. And if...
So, there's lots of caves. Could you share?
What'd you say?
I think she was saying, can they share?
Mar, did you cut out, or?
No.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. You just said, can they share?
No, she just said, there's lots of caves. Can you share?
Lots of room in the caves, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you cut out halfway through and then came back. Ah, interesting turn of events. Oh, now the gnomes need a place to stay as well. I thought they were well protected in their caverns.
Not for orcs. I'm afraid.
Cleared them out. Clearly, if you're back here.
And well, one of them got away and mentioned something about a black spider again. And this is like the third time. And the wizard was there too.
At this, Sildar will
Peyton, you
kind
said you
of.
knew who it was?
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Oh, she just jumped, tossing the beacon to Bean, basically.
The beacon to what?
She was basically tossing the beacon to Bean by saying, "Hey, Bean, you said you knew who the wizard was, right?"
You cut out again.
I think her.
Ah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
it is
I think her
tonight.
house is possessed.
Well, I mean, we're all having problems. My mic is being a bitch too.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Mercury in retrograde.
She basically turned to Bean and said, "You know who the wizard is, right?"
Oh, yes. Yeah, at the mention of a wizard, Sildar will kind of strain a little bit and seem to become, like, very invested in the conversation, and Bean will also pipe up as well. We found well, I believe I found Yano's trail. Seems as though he paid a visit to Nomengard, and I guess he, is going around as under the alias Glassstaff and is working for this black spider figure.
Yeah, that staff
So.
is stuck up his ass.
Well, this is what I feared the outcome would be, but I was hoping it would not. We've known about Yarno's supposed insurrection for a while, but did not have any leads on this, but not until you arrived and cleared out the operation and under the manor. I heard about that from Harbin as well. Nasty
Did he
business.
tell you how we're all poisoned now?
Poisoned?
Ugh.
No, I did not hear of this.
Well, that might be partially our own fault. But yeah, our whole party is poisoned.
You hear a.
Hey, wait, speaking to Harbin, get paid.
Mentally from across the distance.
Again, Osha's voice booms from the sky.
Thaumaturgy. Go. Pay us, Harbin.
It's your traditional ritual with Harbin.
What were you saying, Calda?
I literally don't remember what.
Something about getting poisoned.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, he poisoned our whole party. Kind of a little bit our fault. But he made the poison. And now, evidently, we could slowly go crazy at any time.
Grim news indeed. Well, he kind of lifts one gauntleted hand and is just stroking his chin. Lots of things at play here. We have a few missing persons, I'm sure you've heard, including one of our own. Dragon sightings. We, including our party, our company, ran into the dragon on the way here, actually. So, closer to home than previously expected. And on top of it all, we have a defector from the Lord's Alliance who is wreaking havoc under the command of this black spider figure who we have not been able to track down whatsoever, but seems to have a network of spies and just nasty figures working around this region. And what was that?
No.
Hello? Hello?
I heard a small voice mumble something.
Oh?
Is that what you said?
No.
Did you say anything, or am I hearing
Are
voices
you
now?
cutting in and out? What is
Yeah,
going
she
on?
is. She is.
Her internet is just really bad. She's she's saying something, but then it's pausing, and then the internet is caching. So,
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, good.
Oh,
Delightful.
good. Just what we needed.
Just what we
Now that we
needed.
can't fuck with the laptop, we'll fuck with the internet.
Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Totally lost my train of thought. Where was I going? Oh yeah! Found it. Jumped that train. Anyway, and I lost it again. Goddamn. There it is.
something
Okay.
is playing.
Death. All
Just gonna
death.
ask Sildar, what do you know about the Black Spider? Is it a person, organization? What is it?
As you're asking this question,
Is it
I'll
one
say
head?
Seagrain and Howder does not come inside, but Seagrain walks in that moment. You're asking what they know about the Black Spider?
Yes.
Was there another thing you attached to that? I didn't hear that part.
No. Why does
like
it sound like an old man eating chili in this house?
It smells like an old man eating chili.
Ew, that's disgusting.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
Are you sure?
That's what I heard.
Like
It
that.
sounds like an old man eating a bowl of chili
Oh,
in
I
this
heard
house.
no.
How does something sound like that?
He's got no
Old man
teeth.
How
eat
does an
chili
old man eat
different
chili?
than
Does he have dentures? No teeth? What's going on
Yes,
here?
he's got no teeth.
No teeth. Okay.
Yes, that's the sound.
that sounds like sucking.
You joke, but that's what I'm hearing.
Okay. We get it.
So much is happening. It's like there's a little
Okay,
kitten.
that's enough.
Getting awkward.
Sildar is going to respond very in a very serious tone. Say, unfortunately, not much. What we do know is that although they go by the name Black Spider, it does seem to be some kind of informant or a figure that's working behind the scenes of all this. Puppet master, if you will, holding the strings. We were able to track down one lead that seemed to lead us back to Neverwinter. Perhaps one of the organizations there, criminal organizations. But as far as that, and of course also Yarno now, who was an outstanding member of the Lord's Alliance and has no business defecting like this. So of course we've come to the conclusion that somehow the Black Spider has a means to either alter memories or take control of the mind. At least that's what I'm hoping, or the world is ending. Is somebody talking?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Help.
I think it's somebody trying to talk.
It was me.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I heard like one very muffled syllable and that was it. Please repeat if you can.
Oh, it was so good too. I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry.
What's this again? She was just being a shithead.
Perfect.
And basically saying, what if...
And there it goes.
Is she
Help.
like on wired internet or like
I think
wireless
he's on
internet?
Wi-Fi.
She needs to maybe wire in.
He just...
Go plug into the modem.
Hello?
Hello.
Just
Go plug actually.
going on?
It's
Oh,
I would love to hear what you're hearing right now.
I'm sorry. It's literally just a few muffled
it's like
syllables.
syllables every 5 seconds.
and then you trail off.
Every now and then you get like half a sentence in, and then as soon as you're about to get to the good part, it cuts off.
What are your motives in your house?
Yes.
Oh, now she's just crackling.
Snap, crackle, lacking.
Crackle, crackle.
Snap, crackle, pop. Fuck.
Mhm.
Hello, McFly.
I swear to God. Or are we
Swear
good?
to God.
I swear to
Hello? You're louder now.
Swear to
Oh my God, that was so delayed. I said that like 30 seconds ago.
God.
Wow.
Hello? You're very clear now.
And she's gone.
Why is
The
it
delay.
happening to us?
Well, maybe she's psychic and she can answer questions before we ask them. And then we'll get the answer on time.
Help. Well, I don't really want to have this kind of important conversation without
She
half
can
of
hear
our
you
party.
though, right?
Yeah, but if she can't respond, I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, I
Or,
thought
I mean, okay, you could change.
I
You
mean,
can
okay.
It's like one word and then it stops.
Try just like leaving and coming back, Martin, or closing your Discord and reopening it. I don't
Or
know.
plugging directly into the modem.
I don't think she can do that at this point.
Is she in
No,
a house?
that's not
Is she?
possible.
Where is she living? Is she with her parents?
She's with her parents. I don't know
Yeah.
if they have any Ethernet cords.
She is truly suffering.
She needs
I mean,
to
you could-
go plug in.
She should just
Maren, I'm gonna
come over to our house
house
to play.
and
Yeah.
set you up with
Well,
power
now-
Ethernet.
Yeah, Marin, you
Okay?
should just come over to Mom's
Yeah,
house
power
every
internet
D&D.
would be great.
Yes, just come over here.
Yeah,
You
come
need
over
your
there
headset
every
anyway.
Saturday.
But I mean,
We
just
haven't-
have Ryan come out and have him set you up so you have power over Ethernet, though.
Well, that's-
So, I mean, that would be
It
really
might
the
not
good
help now,
long-term
but
way to
if she
fix it.
knows where her
She's
modem
gone.
is, she can
And she's gone.
I think
like
she didn't hear anything we just
100-foot
said.
Ethernet cable.
Her modem is downstairs. She is upstairs.
Oh,
So
that's a problem.
100-foot Ethernet cable.
Right, but like this power Ethernet, there's plenty of things to be done there. That can be done.
Hello? I'm chasing her.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you,
Hello.
you know,
We can hear you, kind of.
kind of?
Oh, that time.
Hello? Yeah, I heard you, kind of.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah?
Yes, hello? Oh, you're
Oh,
so...
Hello.
It's like rubber bandy.
It's amazing
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
because I'm hearing you perfectly.
It's literally, this is what I just heard. It's amazing. Because I'm hearing you perfectly.
Fuck!
I heard fuck. I heard fuck.
I heard the fuck.
definitely heard fuck.
Definitely can confirm.
If I space out my syllables, can you hear me?
Full
Yes,
sentence.
actually.
Oh no!
If I talk like a robot,
Then it seems to work.
That's just how I have to talk the rest of the night.
What
I
is
heard that
wrong with
sentence.
Calde?
I heard all of that. That's good.
Calde is losing her mind.
Oh, see, it's the poison.
Oh no.
It's the
The
poison.
poison is taking effect because she is a small.
Small. You're not very big yourself, you know.
What do you mean? I'm like 4'8",
I'm like
280
4'8".
pounds. I am the big.
You are...
The big
yeah.
nerd.
I will cut your kneecaps.
She will chew off your kneecap.
I said cut.
I know, but chew off was more fun. Better visual.
Okay, now that we've discovered the microphone is working.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Let's see if this works now. Sildar just told you about what he knows about the black spider,
Which is nothing.
which is nothing.
Bitch. Right, well, that's about as much as we know, too.
Excellent. Well, I didn't expect too much in that vein. We've been investigating this for a few months now, and have just recently discovered the name, or even the existence of the black spider, so... a clever one, at the very least. What did originally bring us here, however, there was a series of disappearances in the area, mostly around the Tribor, but of course now with the recent disappearance of Gundren Rockseeker, a notable figure from Neverwinter, and also Jarno Albrecht, one of our own, we have, of course, been a bit more keen on figuring out the cause of it, and at the very least, well, I don't want to jump to conclusions yet without evidence. I believe we can somehow tie this to the black spider. Now knowing what we know about Jarno. You know you're in there, Ryan, too, by the way.
Oh, I forgot he was.
No, I thought Ryan was with the.
I am in the town hall.
Yeah, you're in there with them,
Oh, okay.
so you can talk to.
Listening.
By the way, Sildar,
Yes?
have you heard of a Golthius tree?
Golthius tree? Is that what you said?
Yup.
I can't say I've heard of that. I feel it's like it sounds familiar, but...
Oh, good, because evidently we have to find it in order to not be poisoned anymore.
At your side, you almost kind of forgot they were there because they're usually very quiet. You just hear Mirda pipe up and say, "Oh yes, Sildar, dear, you mentioned it a few times. Remember the great tree that's corrupting Neverwinter Wood? That's called a Golthius tree." "Oh yes, excuse me, Mirda. I am aware of the Golthius tree then. Little
Good,
fuzzy
no
on
one
the
found,
details."
like a fucking Satan baby of it.
Excuse you?
Wow.
Oh, we found a.
Mirda, how would you explain it? It was like a plant wearing a Golthius shirt.
That's one way to put it, I suppose, but, Sildar, sir, I do believe that the corruption of the Golthius perhaps is spreading to other parts of the region, as the little one is explaining, there was certainly a corrupted sprout of some kind, or perhaps even an effigy, that is now growing up south of Phandalin in the valley of the Sword Mountains. As you know, quite far from Neverwinter Wood. And I believe that there is certainly the tampering of, if not an archdruid, at least somebody who is well versed in the magical arts. That is highly concerning, and I'm glad to hear you bring this to me. Mirda, is there anything that we can do about this? Do you think that it's going to spread further, or is something we can do to spread the tide? To stop the tide? I believe there might be something we can do to, well, I'm not sure about slowing the advance, if this is in fact what we think it is, but as she kind of does this wide little weasel head gesture towards the three of you standing behind her, or to the side of her. These kind adventurers have offered as their next move to help us get rid of the Golthius tree, which, as you know, is no small matter, but they seem a capable sort, and if we are able to nip this at the, well, not so much a bud, but at the source of the problem, then I believe that we can stop this entirely. Hopefully the spread as well.
And get us all cured. If you please.
2 birds with 1 stone is my philosophy. Well, I think this is good. This is good news. We can certainly spare a few hands, although we are in the midst of an investigation of, well, as you heard, missing persons, although we're more concerned about our most recently missing troop member. I don't believe you have met her, but she is a tabaxi by the name of Flo. If you see any white-spotted tabaxi anywhere around, if they don't seem themselves, anything of the sorts, please immediately let us know. I would say don't engage for fear of that she might have fallen prey to a similar, might have fallen in a similar state as Yarno, but we're on the lookout for her, and of course the dwarf Gundren Rockseeker, but less obvious description for him. So I believe that'll be a bit tougher. Last we saw Flo, she was actually on a scouting mission within the wood, where I believe you are heading next if you're planning on taking out the Gulfius. So please, if you see any sign of her or have any know of her whereabouts, we would be very grateful.
Absolutely. Also, DM question.
Mhm.
Is a tabaxi technically considered an animal?
No.
No.
Species, like
No, because it's a sentient race.
I know. I was just
Of course,
hoping
they're animal-like,
Cool.
but we separate animals from sentient creatures.
It's good for
Okay.
mind control it.
Or I guess
No.
less sentient
No,
and
I
more
was not going to
humanoid.
mind control it. I have a spell called Locate Animals or Plants.
There you go.
Clever.
All I need is a name and I can find it.
I mean, in the same vein that other humanoid races wouldn't be locatable with that, I'm going to say no to
Gotcha.
Tabaxi.
It was a loose hope.
I know,
Good
I
idea,
know.
though.
That is a good idea. Very creative. Right, so, Bean, I'm interested to hear what you discovered during your operation, and if you wouldn't mind, and I would like to finish my discussions with Harbin, we will speak further of the Nomengard problem, so to speak.
Also have discussions with Harbin.
Oh?
Yeah, Harbin.
Yes, kind of adjusts his monocle as he looks up from the papers on his desk.
You know, I do believe Osha was on her way here to have a word with you about something regarding Axholm.
Kind of looks down at his desk really quickly and starts rummaging through papers. Yes, of course. Let's see here. Yes, of course, the payment, promised payment of 250 gold pieces for clearing out the fortress. I would be very happy to pay that now that you have safely returned. Although, do you have any proof that it is fully cleared out?
Punch him.
He's gonna throw his sack of
That was
ectoplasm
the
at the man.
That's the Banshee.
He kind of leans over his desk, just peers over the edge of it. A leather sack.
Inside of the leather sack.
As your voice gets a little tinge of animosity, Sildar is actually just going to step forward and say, Harbin, I am sure these folks look very worn out, very exhausted, and I do trust their word if Mirada and Bean trust them. Just please, let's not have any further problems. If you don't pay them, I will.
He's gonna walk up and put the sack back in his bag.
Alright, grab the sack off the floor, kind of begrudgingly, shove it back in your pack, and Harbin goes, all right. Here it is. He opens a drawer of his desk, pulls out a pretty hefty leather pouch, and plinks it onto the table. You hear the delicious sound of clinking metal inside. 250 gold paid out from the town hall.
Mhm.
You should point that out.
Tell it tomorrow.
Stop metagaming over there.
Sorry.
Nobody wants the gold?
Please somebody take the money.
Seagram's gonna put it in his bag.
You someone take the money.
And Sildar will also actually gesture to Marcus then, as this exchange is coming to a close, and say, Marcus, why don't you join us for a little while and let's discuss your future plans.
He looks nervous, but not.
I'm sure there's some good we can make out of this mess. Thank you, you folks, again, for your contributions. Greatly appreciated, of course. The Lord's Alliance will certainly have need of your skill in the future. If you have anything further to provide, or if you're looking for more work, of course, and in your endeavors with this Golthius tree, we would be very willing to help as well if that puts an end to some of the problems here. But I'll be looking forward to talking with you again soon.
Excellent. And then as they go, Calder's just going to pat Marcus on the back and be like, good luck.
Marcus half-heartedly smiles. Nods.
And the rest of you leave. Where are you headed?
To the inn.
To the inn.
All right, you guys head back to the inn. I'm going to have this private session with Marcus in private later. So I'm not going to do that now, but I'll let you know how that goes. Or no, I won't let you know how it goes. It's a secret. It's a secret. I'll let you know how it goes, love, when we talk about it later. But let's go over to the inn for now.
What about Ilaria?
Where's Ilaria going?
Ilaria went to see Ariel.
Oh god, all right. I forgot you were splitting 4 ways, not 3.
No,
She's been waiting
of
so
course.
long.
Anything we can to fuck over the GM. Come on.
It'd just be a quick stop.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. I would have done you towards the beginning then if I forgot. So you're going to Gariel's house then, I'm assuming? Try and find her?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
You go up to her. You go right through the town square where there are it is oddly quiet from what you're used to. Usually you remember seeing like some kids running around, some horses and carts getting pulled by, but it seems like there's nobody out right now. In the middle of the day, on a beautiful day, so it feels a little bit quiet to you. But as you walk up past the little shrine to Timora, you remember the goddess of luck that Gariel tends to, and up to her quaint little hut, you knock on the door, and it opens not long after you knock, just a couple seconds, very quickly, and you see the familiar appearance of the golden eyes and the long, flowing golden hair appear from behind the door. Oh, hello, so good to see you. What can I do for you?
Is this a good time? I had a question for you.
Oh, it's always a good time, dear.
So, we've been encountering some corrupted animals on our travels. First one was an owl bear. They don't behave like they're supposed to, and they seem afflicted with some kind of disease. And I saved some of the, they have pus coming out of their eyes, and I saved some from the owl bear, and I was wondering if you'd be able to tell what disease they have by examining it.
I brought you some goop.
She's a doctor.
She kind of has just the slightest hint of a smile. You could kind of see a little bit of humor sparkling in her golden eyes as she takes in what you're saying, and she goes, Excuse me, but I do believe, are you not a, druid?
Indeed, I am. But I've never seen anything like this before.
Oh, of course. Well, I only mean that in that you would probably know more about, well, the afflictions of creatures from the forest than I would. I'm more, in the field of working with human patients. So unfortunately, I don't believe I would be of much help to you.
Oh, well, I figured I would ask. It seems to be the same type of thing that's afflicting my party and others in the area that I think is coming from this wizard that you talked
Of course, I understand. Any help that you can get at this point is always welcome, but I do believe I am not of much service here.
That's quite all right. Have you been to see Droop lately?
Quite a few times. I went this morning earlier, my last visit. He does not seem to be, well, in the best of states, but it's not unexpected with his affliction. We've been keeping him as comfortable as we can, but there's not much more we can do without that extract.
Yes, our next journey is going to be to hopefully go and find the source of the extracts and cure him. The king in Omendar is also been afflicted.
Now you are cutting out, Mom.
Yep. Wow,
Yeah.
that's fun.
I'm actually eating ice cream. I just
Yeah, that's the problem.
She's intermittently stuffing her face.
no, I was just telling Sagaria that
Oh yeah,
The-
that's not. You sound like a robot.
Robo ice cream.
is it? Oh well, she falls.
You really sound like
Telling
a
you
robot.
it's Mercury. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
The king at
Right.
Nomengard is also sick with this same illness. We just came from there.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate to hear. I was there not long ago, actually. About
Oh,
a
you
10,
were.
10-day ago or so. Yes, I made the trip out there. I'm quite familiar with King Nerkley and Corbo's. Was it which one of them, if I may ask? They were fine when I last talked to them.
I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, but the his friend was quite upset, and since we knew it was probably the same problem Droop was having, we offered to bring them the cure if we are able to find it.
Of course, of course. I was concerned to hear that this is spreading to other areas as well, including Nomengard of all places. They're quite reclusive.
Yeah, this wizard is doing quite a bit of damage, it seems.
How are you so sure that it is this wizard?
Well, I guess we aren't sure, but it seems that all of the clues lead to him being the source of the problem.
How so in terms of Nomengard?
Someone saw him there about 10 days before we had been there, something like that, I think they said.
Well, it couldn't be 10
apparently-
days. I was there 10 days ago.
Really?
Yes.
They also said that he was not evil, as far as they knew, so I guess maybe you have a point there. Maybe he's also affected.
Oh, this is quite concerning. Well, did you have anything else for me? I would like to go discuss the current events with Sildar.
Oh, actually, I think my rest of my party is at either the town hall or the inn talking to him. I'm not sure where they're at. But
All right, I think I may speak with him a bit later then, once their business is concluded, but thank you very much. If you have no other business?
no, I will let you be. Thank you for seeing me again.
Of course, of course. And if you need anything else, I will either be here or at the town hall.
All right, be well. Have a nice day.
You have a wonderful day as well.
Thank you.
She closes the door.
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
All right. So you all kind of converge at the inn as some of you a little bit later than others. I'd say the Alaria and Osha and Pip all kind of arrive at the same time, maybe a few minutes before the rest of the party, minus Marcus. And as you walk into the inn, you find it in just as lively of a state as you did, Osha and Alaria anyways, as you did the day before.
Wow.
Or maybe more the night before. But it does seem as though it might be even more lively. In the corner of the room is actually, it looks to be a small troupe of musicians that are set up off to the side, and at the helm, kind of leading them all. There's probably about 5 or 6 of them. Is the two very kind of gaudily dressed.
The bard?
What the fuck? Why am I brain farting? What is the race? Why am I brain farting on the race?
Isn't the same one
It's
Osha?
Kelly. It's the same one as Kelly.
Tiefling?
Tiefling. Yes, I know it's a T. God, to the two, yes, gaudy tiefling bards that you remember meeting and speaking with briefly before, and they're kind of leading this troupe in some very happy, cheerful songs. And in the middle of the room, there seems to be not only are most of the tables full of just townsfolk drinking and having fun, talking very lively with each other, very lively conversations. There are 2 card games going on currently with some of the mining folk, it seems. And of course, Toblin and Adelaine, his single barmaid, are both kind of rushing around, seem very stressed out, trying to keep up with all the patrons that they have all of a sudden.
So who's here? Just me and Osha?
No, everybody. Osha, Pip, and you kind of all arrive at the same time, and you do arrive first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll take a table. I'm gonna get a beer. And ale.
Right. An ale. 1 second.
I'm just gonna check in with Toblin, let him know that we're back.
Pip, you better go say hello to your father. And good luck telling him you're gonna be leaving again.
You're just gonna leave me like that?
Hey man, you're a big boy. I've heard you can take care of yourself.
I know. All right. Well, wish me luck. One more time.
I do. Best luck.
All right, thanks. He kind of strains his posture and looks a little
and I go,
concerned.
Hey Pip, and then he turns and I throw him a beaver hat.
He's going on.
Oh, he's got one on. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he had one on. That's
put
what
it on
I was
in front
looking
of
at.
Then I throw one at Ilaria.
As she's walking in.
Well, thank you.
Beaver hats.
Hello, music.
It's there.
It's there, yeah.
I know, but it's too loud.
It's loud.
Relax. Okay, there we go. And you just see Pip walk across the room and up to Toblin, who kind of is in the middle of getting some mugs together and just looks up in the middle of his task, and his eyes just kind of go. His expression just gets bright and excited, and he kind of puts everything down and walks over, and you just see a very heated conversation strike up as they start talking, but you can't really listen in because over all the other noise and whatnot. But Ilaria and Osha, you're at the table. Adeline rushes over, gets you guys your drinks set up right away upon seeing you enter. And of course, many of the other townsfolk also have know you by now and are kind of looking up and hoisting their mugs in your direction as like a hello or a cheer to your presence. And not long after that, maybe 5 minutes or so, the rest of the party comes filtering in, and Calda and Seagrain join you at the table.
Are the 2 druids with them? With everybody?
No, them and Bean stayed behind to speak with Sildar.
Oh, they're all back there. Okay.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys find out?
Not much. They don't know any more about the Black Spider than we do.
Did you get Osha's money?
Seagrin has it.
I like how it's Osha's money.
Good job. Good job.
Well done.
Yeah, we learned from you how to handle a Harbin.
Yeah. Just takes a little bit of I don't know what the right word is. Loudness. Some loudness to get him moving. So what's the plan? Are we gonna leave tonight for this tree? I don't.
Probably not. We need to. Sildar was needed to talk to Marcus, but he did agree he would help us with the endeavor, so we all need to go talk to him, I think, after he's finished some things.
Okay. I think we better go quickly before we all start losing our minds.
Oh, that's true. We do have that
Droop did not look
hanging
good.
over us. Oh, I
Droop-
know.
Droop actually looked worse. I'm worried.
Mr. Gario mentioned that he was not doing as well.
Yeah, I'm worried if we don't hurry.
Tomorrow we'll collect everyone and go, maybe? Unless you
Sounds
want to
good.
leave tonight, but I would feel...
I would prefer leaving tonight, but I don't know if we can convince people to travel at night. I mean, we did travel at night to get to you at Nomengard, but you know, I don't know. I would just rather leave sooner than later.
I do believe it's quite a long journey, so we should be well rested before we leave.
And that makes sense. I can understand if we need to kind of get things ready to go. But I just feel like every second that we waste is, you know, a second we can't get back. That's all.
Calde, did Sildar and the rest of them say how long they would be?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
They're
didn't
planning
say
on
that.
meeting us here then later?
I think I'm just gonna go track them down in the morning, probably.
All right.
But I'm pretty much guaranteed we're probably gonna see Bean here at some point tonight. I mean, there are games happening.
Yeah, that's true. Did you notice Binzor and his wife are back playing the bard?
Oh, I did not. I was distracted by the gold pouch that Seagrain is hoarding to himself.
No comment, Seagrain? Don't make Osha intimidate.
Hey, are you gonna check on your beer supplies while we're here? Maybe they finally come in.
Oh, that's right.
He died.
Hello, Ryan, are you
There's
fucking
no
muted?
Ryan
Are
playing.
you muted?
You didn't tell me I was muted.
I didn't know you're muted. I have
Wouldn't you
muted.
just assume that?
I was talking this whole time and you weren't.
I
None of
can
us
hear you. I have you muted.
What was
Oh. Okay, start over.
He pulls the gold out and sets it on the table.
Remember, I think we're splitting with Pippa now too.
Yes.
What time is it, DM?
In the game?
Yes.
It's just hitting about 2:30 now.
Do you think the smith is done yet?
You might be getting towards the end of being done.
Why don't you go check on your beer supplies from what's his name?
All right, let's work on.
Yeah, you ordered all that stuff
We'll
from
split up the gold first.
All right.
All right, how much gold are we getting?
We're split 5 ways now because of Pip, right?
250 gold split 5 ways.
All right.
50. Is it not?
Mm-hmm.
50 buckaroonies.
Bark, bark.
Where's Pip so we can give him his share?
He's still talking to his dad.
I wouldn't wander over there if I were you.
Sure, it's an interesting conversation.
You currently see
Yeah.
that Toblin is in the midst of throwing his hands up.
Oh boy.
I definitely wouldn't work over there if I were you.
Maybe in like 10 minutes. We'll see if he needs a rescue.
I hope we haven't gotten him in too much trouble with his father.
At this point, it's been about 20 minutes since you guys have all walked in. You're a good way into your drinks, maybe even onto your second drink. You hear the tavern door open to the sounds of birds in the outside and the sun, and see a little bean waddle in, all with a cigar already clutched between his teeth, and he sees you all sitting at the table in the center of the room, kind of waddles over and calls out to the passing Adeline, who's kind of in the middle of heading back to the bar, and just says, "Oi, alcohol, please, now." And sits down next to all of you. "Well, that went well."
Is that sarcasm?
No, it's complete serious banter there.
What did Sildar have to say?
Well, he was hoping for a bit more information about the Fandelva's pact from the Gnome Kings, but they weren't very forthcoming with that, so he was disappointed as per usual, but that's alright. I'm more worried about your knight friend over there.
Oh, could you hear things? How was that going?
I left him to their conversation. I don't like eavesdropping, but definitely didn't seem like they were in the best of spirits about it. I guess a bunch of his mates died over there, yeah?
Yes,
Unfortunately.
they did. Ogre Boulder.
Yeah.
Ogre Boulder.
Yeah, that doesn't tend to leave for a happy mood, does it?
No.
At this point, Adeline has come over with another round of drinks to whoever requested them. I'm assuming Osha wanted her second.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And Bean has already gotten a second drink. He's already gotten 2 drinks as, just from the get-go. Starting off the afternoon. And he's kind of over at the edge of his mug, is kind of eyeing the card table next to him, looking at the 5 or so blokes that are all playing cards currently, and says, "They're just playing a regular-ass game of cards. That's no fun."
What's regular cards mean? Mean they're not gambling?
Oh, what's cards without a bit of gambling? No, they're just playing. They're not playing ante, is what I mean.
I see.
Auntie.
Well, but is it funner to gamble with gold or other things?
Always funner to gamble with other things, but most people aren't willing to.
Osha, that sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, I'm so worried about Droop. I don't even feel like gambling. This is a sad time.
Oh my.
Sad time. I just want to fucking get on the road.
That sounds like the best time to gamble to me. He takes a big swig of his ale.
What would you put up then? If you were gonna gamble.
What would I put up? Well, I'd start by putting up 3 of my babies.
Ugh.
What?
Babies?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll gamble this platinum signet ring I found against your 3 babies.
Oh, platinum signet ring, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds a lot like gold to me, though. Something with a bit more intrinsic value, if you know what I mean.
I don't really have much else. That's the problem. You sure?
Your sword.
Oh, no. I'm not gambling this sword. We need it. We need it.
Yeah,
I can't be that irresponsible.
No heirlooms, no childhood trinkets.
Just my lucky gold orc coin.
That sounds like something.
No, this is from my mum.
I won't go that far.
I don't think I could bear to part with it, but if I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's alright. Seems everybody's in a bit of a sour mood anyway now. Why don't we save the occasion for later? Maybe after we get this all sorted out.
I agree. I can't think of anything else. I feel so responsible, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Since I'm the one that broke the poison and almost killed all of us.
Hey, now don't get down on yourself. It sounds like it would have happened anyways.
Probably not, but I but, you know, it makes me just, you know, want to, you know.
Make it right? I know the
Yeah.
feeling.
But technically, we're slowly dying.
Aren't we all?
Always slowly dying.
Drink to that. Takes another big swig.
Cheers.
And at this point, Pip is finally returns to the table, and his shoulders are hanging.
Oh,
He
I
sits
know
down quietly.
I know what will cheer us up, and I start throwing beaver hats at everyone. Here's your beaver hats!
You get a beaver hat, and you get a beaver hat. Everybody gets a beaver hat!
Beaver hats!
Oprah Osha.
He's gonna put the beaver hat on.
Hell yeah. Team beaver hat, let's go.
We're all gonna put the beaver hats on.
Alaria
Yeah.
awkwardly puts her beaver hat on and feels stupid.
I take off my beaver hat and I put it on Bean.
Hey! I like this. Where'd you get it?
Oh, we got some pelts and Pip's girlfriend made them into hats for us.
He kind of is like tossing his head back a little bit to try and. It's way too big for his head. He's like trying to get it out of his eyes. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love beaver hats.
Did these give us any AC, DM?
No, they're just decorative.
Damn.
I'm sorry. A friendship bonus. That's what they give you.
Aw. Useless.
Wow. There's a cynic in here.
Calda's gonna elbow him in the side and pull out a tiny piece of the mushroom she stole from Gnome Guard. And
Who,
just go,
Pip?
yeah.
Alright.
And she's gonna say, I will pay you 5 gold to try one of these right now.
Oh boy.
Pip gives you one look, snatches the mushroom out of your hand, and just gulps it down. Not for the gold, by the way, just because I need this right now.
I had a feeling, but you know, I was giving you an out.
I mean, I'll take the gold too.
Yeah. By the way, hand me 50 gold, whoever has it.
Sack of gold is
I
on
think
the
it's just
table.
on the table. Take 50 gold,
Yeah,
Sure.
go.
Pip.
Thanks.
What happened?
As he's reaching his hand out for the gold that you guys are pushing across the table, all of a sudden you just see his head kind of twitch to the side, and it twitches again, and his hand pauses and scooping up the gold, and he's just like, fuck, you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Those fucking singing.
There's
You mean
Bard
Bard?
singing.
Are there?
The bards?
No, it's like really fucking loud, angry singing. Ow, ow! And he like starts like, just, like flinching back and kind of covering his hands with his ears. Or his ears with his hands!
Covering his hands with his ears.
He's got some big ears.
He got some big ass ears, man. Oops.
Pip, you okay?
Oh god, this is not what I needed. I take it all back.
I'm gonna put both my hands over his ears. Is that better?
Nope, it's in my head.
No.
Oh no, that's the worst kind of noise.
Oh my god, is it some kind of dwarven fat lady? What is going on?
Is it Siggy?
I don't. He looks over at Siggy, who is at the table with you guys, but still in T-pose.
She's halfway flipped into
She's
the table, like
catatonic.
bouncing off of it in
He's
Skyrim.
clipped into the table. He's like, no, definitely not. He kind of just puts his head down on the table and just wraps his arms over the back of his head. And
Can
he's
you
just,
sing along with it?
I would not subject you to that.
So Pip, how did things go with your dad?
What was that?
Did you tell him you were leaving again?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Or you just gotta sneak out like a rat?
You know.
Sneaking
We're
out
still
like a rat.
figuring it out.
Well,
Let's just say he didn't take too kindly to the idea of me losing my mind and then also wanting to go back out into the wild. So,
but it's to make sure you don't lose your mind.
yeah, that's what I said, but you see, he doesn't see it that way. He kind of just wants me to stay here while the quote-unquote real adventurers go get the extract for me, and I was like, no.
But
Why
you
are you
are a real
You're a
adventurer.
real adventurer, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't want me to be.
Too late
But
now.
what do you want?
It's never really been about what I want.
But it can be.
I mean, yeah, if I tell my dad to fuck off. Not really willing to do that either.
That's a hard trip to walk.
I bet lots of other kids my age have to take it, so it's fine.
Okay, let's get your mind off of it.
Yeah, give him some more mushroom
Oh,
calding.
trust me, my mind is on something else.
How about this? How about this? We're gonna guess your name.
Please,
Oh, yeah, we forgot.
not more of this.
All right. Anybody got first guess?
Pedro.
Nope.
Polonius.
I've never heard that name in my life.
Good name.
Pepe. Pepe hands.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Peta.
Pepe. Peter Malak.
What is happening?
We're guessing Pip's name, Seagrin.
Theodore.
Take a guess.
Oh, I love guessing names. Petunia.
Piptunia.
You guys are making this a lot worse.
How about
Is it Pippin?
I mean,
Oh, Pippin.
Warm?
Ooh, good
Whoa.
Seagrin.
Peregrine?
Piper.
Pipple.
Honestly, cooler than my real name, but no.
Pipple.
Pablo.
Did you say Pebble?
Pipple. Not Pebble.
Pimple.
Ew.
Pustule.
I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Don't do that.
Maybe you should give him something to drink.
I like the
Just gonna
sound.
pass him the nearest drink.
Mate, woo! Bean starts waving his arms around again. Then Adeline comes over with another round of drinks.
What's close to Pippin?
Picard. Wow, man, there's only so many famous PI names.
Who said it had to be famous?
Piper?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Piper.
Did I get it?
Piper?
I
Yeah.
did it!
Piper. I like it.
Awesome.
That's not a bad name.
It's awful. Come on.
So
God.
awful
It's
about
The
it.
worst, it's a girl's
Awful.
name.
Doesn't have to be. I mean, a
It's
Piper is a person who
unisex.
fights.
Awful is like a name like penis. That's awful.
That's not a name, but okay.
It is in my book.
Oh,
I like to call people penises all the time.
Yeah, as an
Draw
insult.
them.
Yes, as an insult.
And then
Well,
finally,
thank God.
Pip lifts his head and is like, oh, fuck, thank God. Yes, thank God.
The fat lady stopped singing.
Oh, the fat lady stopped singing.
Isn't there a saying somewhere about when the fat lady sings?
Yep, that was that right there. I just experienced that firsthand.
Wow, you experienced like a turn a phrase in real time.
Well, lucky me.
It's kind of a useless mushroom, isn't it?
But that's
Oh,
just
you
it. The same thing has
Wait.
never happened twice yet.
Wait. Do we
True.
still have some of those magic mushrooms?
That's what he just ate.
That's what she just gave him. Are you gonna try one, Osha?
Yes, let's go.
Let's all do one.
Pip, give
Alright.
her one of yours.
Oh boy.
Wait, no, somebody's got to stay sober to keep an eye on us. Who's going to do that?
I'm good. I'm not taking another one of these things.
I won't take one, I'll watch.
He fishes out one of the small purple mushrooms. It's a little bit kind of squished and browning at this point, but he hands it over to you, Osha, with a smirk. Good luck.
I take it between my thumb and my middle finger, and I'm holding it above my beer, and I just drop it in, and it plinks, and then I just slam the whole beer.
Oh my god.
Here, Pip, one of those.
Bean starts pounding his mug on the bottom of the table and just like spraying his ale everywhere. He's like, yeah!
Did someone give one to Bean? Somebody give Bean one of those. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll take one too. Let's all do it.
I don't go for that hoity-toity stuff over there. No, thank you.
Aw.
I have
Rain
done a
actually
few in
gonna
my
hurt
life.
Arthens.
You're not gonna
I've
drink?
I've got to go get my supplies.
You're not gonna watch us do shrooms?
Hey, can we take just like a 5-minute break here?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
I think we're actually gonna end early tonight anyways, so.
Why?
Because you guys get to level up!
Wow!
I was so
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You mean it?
Hell
You
yeah!
mean
Because we did the shroom.
it. That's the reason.
It's the shroom.
How do we do it? Change it.
Gotta go to D Dungeons and
Gotta go to D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond,
can't just
and
do
then
it over
update your other
D&D
thing.
Beyond!
Okay. Awesome. I was wondering.
I have so many more hit points.
We don't get any new spells this one though, do we? Only the odd number.
I don't know.
You can get, well, at least, I don't know for you, I can get another cantrip and another spell.
Because of Circle of the Moon, or
Probably more so because of my my wisdom level. My wisdom modifier
Yes.
is large.
oh, gotcha. Okay, where am I? I really like the inn. Makes me want to go to the Renaissance Festival.
I had a whole fucking thing of music lined up, but it's not working and I'm sad.
Aw, we'll use it next time.
I'll try. I don't know why it's not working.
Okay,
What's a feat?
edit.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Feat is like a special ability or a special passive that you get. Like Marin has the special feat.
Kelly,
Observant.
we get to level up.
Alright, DM.
Let's go.
I need this to happen.
You gotta find somebody to teach you.
My feat is dual wielding, and I'm going to have shields.
Is
Ability
dual wielding actually a feat?
score
It
improvement.
is.
Is it?
Yes.
You
Where?
reach fourth
You master
level,
fighting
you can
with two
increase one
weapons.
ability score of your choice.
Huh. Fun.
Oh, nice!
Okay.
You can choose a feat, or you can increase one of your ability
Wait,
scores.
where do we go up? How do we go up?
Do this all in D&D Beyond.
Oh, we have to go into D&D. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
D&D Beyond.
Alright, I'll let you take that as a feat, Ryan.
Nice.
What did you do?
He can
Dual
take
wield
dual shields.
Fuck yeah. God.
Ooh. Crossbow. Oh, that's how you did Divine Ale too, huh? Huh. Kim, what does Magic Initiate mean?
magic initiate.
If you do it for a feature.
It should. I mean, there should be an explanation. I don't know all the feats by heart.
Oh. Oh, you can learn 2 more cantrips of your choice from the druid spell list.
What the fuck?
In addition, choose 1 first level spell from the druid spell list.
Why is this not letting me log in? Why is it making me log in with a Google username and password now? What the fuck?
Ooh, that's
Wait, does that mean
interesting.
we get to have an extra spell?
Oh, Twitch or Google?
It depends on what you pick. But magic initiate if I do that, then I can get 2 more cantrips.
Maybe I did it
Go
with my
there.
Twitch.
Oh, there's a tavern brawler. You can be a bar fighter.
What?
Tavern brawler.
No. I'm a dual wielder. I use shields. I am the very best. Like no one ever was.
Spell sniper? Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Okay, so now I'm on D&D Beyond. We are now going up to level 4, right?
Oh, these are interesting. Yeah, level 4.
Okay.
You can be observant as a feature. That's lovely.
Isn't that the feature I have? It's the.
Which one?
I think I have. I think that's the feat I
Observant?
took. It's what gave me all my extra wisdom. I
The
think.
observant one?
If I can't remember if that's the one
Ability
you did it.
score improvement. You increase 1 ability score of your choice by 2. And you can increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. You can't go above 20. Using the optional feature, you can forego taking this feature to take a feat of your choice instead. Feat.
There's a whole bunch of them to choose from, Cal.
Oh my god. There's a lot of feats.
Dungeon Delver. Alert. Want that? You can get a +5 bonus to initiative. Oh yeah, observant gives you +5 bonus to passive wisdom and / perception.
Yep.
That is pretty useful, isn't it?
Why is my game not working?
Abilities is like stealth and all those, right?
No, abilities is like charisma,
Abilities are your main
constitution,
6.
Oh, the strengths,
dexterity,
that one.
intelligence, strength, and wisdom.
Okay. So many decisions.
How do we?
Wait, can I base my spellcasting on strength?
Is it part of a feat?
I think it tells.
Unless it's part of a feat, then it's gonna be tied to your I don't know what it is for paladin.
How do you add a cantrip on not D&D Beyond? Because I did that, but Forge.
I think, Kim, don't you have to do that?
Yeah, I have to do that.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So we'll end with this tonight. You guys can pick out all your stuff on D&D Beyond, and then I will I'll update all of your characters in Foundry.
Can we like do like the long rest and stuff so like we're ready to go the next time we
Can we also
like
find
start?
out what
Or are we
happened to
gonna
O
start? We're gonna start the
with the
long
shroom she
rest.
took?
Yeah, we'll do that first, and then you guys can do logos.
Find out what happened to who?
What effect Osha got from eating the shroom?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, they're hard to. Hey, Kim.
Yeah.
So. Oh, wait, never mind. I just answered my own question. Nothing. I'm stupid.
No, you're not.
I need to learn how to read. That compendium.
Is Kelly back?
I am.
Yeah, she's on. Why?
Are we continuing?
No, Kim has
No.
said this. It.
What?
We're ending by
up.
doubling.
But I gotta like go to Barthen's and then get my armor.
For the sake of expediency, you'll just do that automatically. You get your armor easy enough, and your supplies have in fact arrived by now.
You can always grab and you got your.
Well, then I wanna, set some up before we go to sleep.
Why am I?
Do you have any recipes?
What?
Oh.
What?
You need a recipe, unless you're just making basic ale.
Well, we were experimenting, weren't we?
Yeah, we can do that.
I've got all my different salivas here.
Oh, that's
I
right.
thought you
We
said
were
he
gonna
has
do
to
that.
learn. No, I thought you said he had to learn the recipe before he could do.
I mean, technically he should learn it, but he can just put some
Random
shit
stuff.
in a brew and see if it turns into something edible,
Hey, Kim.
and learn the recipe that way. Yeah.
The compendium thing on Foundry or Forge or whatever it is isn't working. Like where you had all our spells we could open. I click on it and it doesn't do anything anymore.
You have failed.
Which
Maybe it
one?
was from the update. That compendium thing you made for us in Forge, the
Yeah.
book thing. When I click on known druid spells, it doesn't open anymore.
What is the hit points based off of again?
I don't know, Mom. I can open it. Sorry,
You
what was
can
that,
open it?
Cal?
What were the hit points based off of again?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah, I can open it. It still works fine for me.
Weird.
Mari, can you open it?
Open what?
The known druid spells compendium?
Yep. I'm not having a problem using it. I've been fucking with my spells with it the whole time.
There you go.
I can open it. It does have a lock thing on it.
Is
That's
it because I...
weird. It's not locked though. Marin can look
Oh,
at
no.
it.
Monster features. Huh. I can open the paladin one.
I have no idea. It should be working. You might need to refresh your page or something.
I can open your druid ones. Look at all this.
Yeah, I
cool
can literally
stuff.
open all of the other ones except for the one I need. That's really weird.
Do you have it open already somewhere?
I don't think so. I mean, it usually just opens another window right on top of the thing.
Try just refreshing.
Okay.
What? You guys literally have a spell to find traps.
Yeah, we didn't have that when we needed it.
We do have a spell to find traps, but we have a bunch of other really useful spells, so
That too. It's not our.
choices must be
Plus,
made.
I don't think we had it when we were having the trap problem. Oh, there, that worked. Okay. Fuck, that was fun.
Alright. Just let me know when everybody's ready.
Ready for
I'm
it.
ready.
For the outro.
Oh,
So, what did the smith learn about my armor?
He learned that your armor is let me type it out for you.
And also, don't forget to update my armor to a 18 now.
Why?
Because it was only a 16. You said once he fixed it up, it was going to be an 18 instead of a 16. Because of the plate.
Yes. Your armor. Oh, right. I was looking at your armor class. Never mind.
Yeah.
oh crap.
I'll just send it to you in Discord, right?
Okay.
How do I, if I want to just use for my ability score improvement. I just want to do increase the ability and not use the thing. Where do I do that? Because it doesn't give me like a box.
What was that again? Sorry.
I'm just wondering where I increase my ability score. I get the 4th level war improvement if I want it, but I'm not
It
seeing
should
where.
be instead of the feat
Yeah,
selection.
you can take the feat or the ability and score 'em.
Oh, derp. There it goes. Okay. I'm just retarded again.
Yeah.
I'm going to increase my dexterity so I'm not so unstealthy. There we go. Here, now I don't have a -1 on stealth anymore. Yay!
All right. What's everybody's status?
I'm done.
I'm still fucking with things, but I can listen.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. At this point, you guys are pretty far into your drinking at this point. For those who are drinking, Bean has had a few mugs and has currently turned over to the table to your right and is kind of joking and laughing alongside the card players, kind of just watching as they're playing, clearly intrigued. And Osha, you've kind of been quietly sipping on your ale for the last couple of minutes as everybody's just been enjoying themselves. Along with Pip and Calda. Are you drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pip and Calda. Seagrain has kind of gone. He's still gone, actually. He's still gone on his errands. Not quite back yet, but he's about to be back. And are you guys talking about anything in particular? Are you going to be planning?
We're just going to OSHA get high.
Yep.
I feel so much better. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I really needed something for the stress.
You're like 3 mugs in at this point.
Oh.
And you, although you've started to feel much better and relaxed as you are getting deeper and deeper into your mugs, you do feel a strange feeling wash over you as you go to voice this, and all of a sudden, as the words leave your mouth, glitter just sprays everywhere.
Hurry!
Speaking, just poof, poof, out of your mouth.
I'm in my head. I'm just spinning around to the Dancing Queen song in the glitter. Like, imagine me doing that. I'm not really a dancer, but
Just a spinner.
that's what's happening.
It doesn't really
Doing
anybody at the
the
table.
airplane in the glitter.
Everybody was expecting something wacky, so everybody's just like laughing and loving being showered in glitter, and it's a great time. It lasts for like 5 minutes and then it goes away.
I feel warm.
Glitter stays.
We're all covered
Feels
in
so
glitter.
You're
warm.
all covered in glitter.
You guys are shiny.
Hilaria's trying to brush the glitter out of her feather hair.
Don't ever get rid of these mushrooms.
Bean turns back and like looks down in surprise as though he was not paying attention at all and didn't realize he was being covered in glitter. And it's just like, oh, what's all this shiny shit? Oh, I kind of like it.
Yeah. I knew you would.
A
Nice.
gift from the gods, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
We're
From the
covered in
gnome.
gold now.
Those gnomes know how to party.
We're made of gold. You guys want to get your feet wet? Play a quick game of cards?
I'm too high.
We'll
Too
save it for
high
next time.
cards. Too high.
I'm in the mood now, though. Oh, I can't stop myself. He just gets up off the table and just wanders over to a table and plops down. The table with cards.
I start dancing around the room so I don't hear music. I'm dancing like there's music.
There's definitely some lively music. It just died.
Hilaria's clapping to the beat. That's not
You guys have a nice rowdy afternoon of partying, and then we'll say from there you just head to bed early.
I'd
Pretty
pass
tired.
The fuck out, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll end there for tonight. You
My
guys get your long rest.
I remember nothing.
I remember nothing.
I'll be like, what's
Oh.
all this glitter shit when I wake
What
up in the
color?
morning?
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
I don't think you're muted.
You're not
Say
muted.
What did you say?
I want to set up my beer.
Oh, okay. You got like a bag of yeast and some other materials. I think that's all you actually ordered. Was just the yeast. Was all you were missing. Oh no, the hops too. The hops.
Top. Yeah.
You got all the stuff you need. Now you just need to tell me whatever ingredients you would like to use.
We are going to try one with each saliva.
Are you gonna put them all in the same brew, or are you gonna try
Each one separately.
each of them separate? Okay, which one do you want to start with?
We are going to start with the Manticore saliva.
All right. Anything else Manticore related you want to put in there?
Some
I
magical
don't think I have any
saliva.
more Manticore material.
All right. Let's start with the saliva.
Eye goo.
No.
Do you want some Q? I
Ew.
have.
Eye goo beer.
I think I have like. Let's see if I have anything good.
Reset
I
my
probably
radiant
don't have
soul.
anything in here.
Honor.
No, I don't have anything. Oh shit.
Ah, shit. I'll have to get Tegan to level herself up to next time before we come back.
Yeah.
And next time we'll go on another adventure
Adventuring.
into the woods. The druids should have fun.
Oh my god. Scary.
It'll be so much fun.
Yay for forest. I feel like I'm at an actual bar.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh, you ruined it.
they ruined it.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. Ruined it.
You took it away.
I was immersed.
Mm. La la la. Music.
I'm gonna have to be super selective about what music I use in the other campaign. It's gonna have
Why?
to fit.
You're doing good on the music.
I could do much better.
It's good. It's still good. Better than no music. I mean, I like how
Oh, yeah.
sound gets me in the right headspace for it. Whatever.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Made her want to do shrooms.
It did. I needed a shroom break.
Things to make you do shrooms.
Shrooms.
My friends that I play Division 2 with, they call it whenever they go to smoke the dope, they call it strategizing. So they call it the strategy session. So
Nice.
That's pretty good.
last night they're like, I'm like, are we ready? And they're like, no, we're still doing strategies. I'm like, calm down.
Wink,
The penguins have a home now. Oh, they got their own little home.
Little homes. Well, my lovelies, I will have your characters all updated with their new shiny abilities next time.
Sweet.
Sounds great.
I have to do it at the end of every session because it takes me forever to fucking update stuff, but that's alright, it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Feels good to.
Guess what? Guess what?
What?
We're level 4 now.
We're level 4.
Four is
So I
Keep
can
level
transform
4.
into a
Level
Yeah, now
four.
we're unstoppable.
No,
Which
we're
also means, which
Do we
also
get
means,
another
Mother, we can both
spell
transform
that we
into
can
shit
prepare
that
now?
swims.
Oh my god.
everybody gets something different, but I don't think anything at level 4.
What can you transform into, Marin?
We can do shit that can swim now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
That's handy.
Whoa.
That'll be handy.
Good to
We
know.
might run into some rivers or
Oh no.
something.
She's like, oh. More ways
How-
to get the dumb druid to go places is a small creature alone.
Where can I throw her next?
Nothing tops the time almost became soup.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
There's a snake.
There's a snake in my bone.
Guys, we've had some pretty epic adventures, even for like noob D&D players.
We've had some good, pretty good damn moments.
We've had some great moments.
And we're not even done yet.
No, honestly, we're not even really close to being done.
Want to know what great realization I had recently?
But
Is that because I'm Circle of the Moon Druid, I knew this already, but I didn't consider it in this context, is I can use a bonus action or an action to go in and out of wild shape.
oh,
Which means in one turn, I could just poof forms if I wanted to.
that's right. You could action and then bonus action out of it.
I'm like, I could basically get Pokeballed. If someone could throw me, I could just basically Pokeball midair.
Just chuck you at someone in oil.
You just have a raptor clinging to their face.
Yeah, exactly. Or something bigger, like Chuck the Halfling. Halfling becomes a brown bear midair.
Oh, jeez. A brown bear. That's not terrifying, though.
Also, we epically now figured out Pip's real name.
Piper. It's Piper.
I love it. We have one step closer to learning things about Pip.
You still don't know shit.
Pepper.
What's their last name again? Goblin
Stonehill.
Stonehill. Piper Stonehill.
Next step, Pip's mother.
Yes. It is.
Pip
We
and
don't know
Eliza need to get
anything.
married.
Oh, that's moving very fast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe they should
I mean,
just live together for a year
They're
firstly.
not even,
Before the
like,
campaign
they're
ends.
not even dating yet. We gotta take it
We
slow.
just had this conversation. Yeah.
All of a sudden, Eliza shows up pregnant.
Oh my god.
It was the beaver hat that turned it on.
We're going real fast.
No, like he could come back
completely
from
nude
We
with
can't
just a
even
beaver
look at
hat.
each other without
he
blushing.
could come back a
currently,
changed
so-
man from adventuring and realize that he wanted her like the whole time and like now
I mean,
he's
I
all
think he knows
confident.
that.
Oh, Mom's getting all romantic on us.
Oh.
I'm totally just stealing the Hobbit thing. And that Samwise goes home and marries Rosie. What's her face?
Oh yeah.
That's Lord of the Rings, not The Hobbit.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. Whatever. Sorry.
That's very
I
different.
was
What a
flashing back to The
whitewash.
Hobbit, going, "Where in The Hobbit was romance?"
dare you.
I have no memory of it. Did we watch the same Hobbit?
Also, is Pip a hobbit?
No.
No, I'm just stealing the
Yeah.
premise.
I mean, I feel like that happens all the time in many movie plots.
What's that?
It's almost like Lord of the Rings is the first original fantasy novel in a lot of
The guy
Yeah, but
almost
it's
has to die before he realizes
that.
he loves the woman.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of puts a lot of things into perspective, I think.
Shit, I should have fucking married her the first time. I almost died.
Wow.
I think it's more like, wow, life can be so short. Maybe I should find certain things more important than others.
Mhm.
Maybe.
And then others drink.
Mhm.
Ow.
I do love though how unexpectedly our party is so wholly invested in getting Pip and Eliza together.
I never ever planned
Our
that.
whole party went,
Wait,
yup.
Paliza? Wait, what are they? I don't
Oh,
even know. Wait.
Oh no.
Eliza.
It's Paiza.
Oh, she was ready.
Paiza.
Marin, you have to make a flower crown to put on the beaver hat.
Oh my god, yes.
The beaver hat needs to be covered.
Mysteriously, his flower crowns keep disappearing. Nobody knows where they go.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I can't though. I did make him a promise. The last one was the last one.
Oh no, don't make those promises. I never heard that.
I did though.
No.
The only reason he let me put the last one on him. I promised I wouldn't do it again.
I'll do it.
Yeah, one of us.
I didn't promise it.
I'll do it. What you doing?
I'll pitch it for you.
Let me get to that box back there.
Oh shit, wow.
I think there's some.
Did I put your
Private
stuff in
thing
an
that was happening.
invisible spot?
There's gonna be some private
We didn't get
thing.
to find out yet.
Velcro ties.
Somebody
You'll
got
find
into the
out.
principal's office.
The DM office.
DM's office.
Are there Pokemon cards in
You still have Pokemon cards in there?
here? Pokemon cards in here?
You
It's okay.
have so much
I
magic.
found like my collection of Ponyta cards the other day that I had hidden in a sock.
Ponyta cards? Yes.
Every time my brother got one of those as a child, I would steal it. So I had like 12 of them.
That's awesome. Easy.
Oh, what now?
We're all done. And next week, are we going on Sunday again? Because you're not going to be around, Mom?